Pope Leo XIV is the 267th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, but only the first from the United States. Born Robert Francis Prevost on Chicago's South Side, he grew up less than 100 miles from Milwaukee. But over the Christmas break, a group of Marquette University students had to travel nearly 5,000 miles to meet the pontiff. In our Sunday morning spotlight, Jacob Murphy shares highlights of a trip that included one unexpected, jaw-dropping moment.
Marquette sophomore Nick Gross is your everyday college kid, living in his own world, a part of the Marquette chapter Knights of Columbus, a group of Catholic students who get together for events and charity work in the community. But recently, he transported to another world, a trip to ancient Rome with the chapter.
I was expecting to see, the Vatican, the Pantheon, all the major churches there.
The normal expectations of a once-in-a-lifetime trip, but Nick couldn't help but think outside the norm.
But the main thing I had, outside everything else, was from the get-go, I want to see the Pope.
If anyone can make that happen, it's Marquette Hall Minister Father Michael Maher, who's been leading trips like this one for 25 years.
I lived in Rome for about 12 years, and so it's a great pleasure for me to share something that I love, both the city of Rome and the Catholic Church, with students.
The perfect tour guide who knows how to create the perfect moments.
The whole way you lead a trip successfully is you should be like a clear camera lens. You focus, but you don't get in the way.
In his 12 years in Rome, Father Maher did more than just see the Pope. He worked alongside him and even got to introduce his family.
That experience I had with John Paul II was he was such a tremendous man. I mean, the force that man carried.
When a trip is led by someone like this, why not shoot for the stars?
My expectations were kind of high because, Father Maher is always about getting things done, going places, and I know he had been there like a million times.
The trip was picture perfect, but nothing compared to the day of the Pope's general audience, held most Wednesdays throughout the year, a chance to see the Pope in person.
To backtrack a little bit, that morning of, we had all been saying this idea of, let's meet the Pope.
Did he say meeting the Pope? What are the odds of that?
And everybody's going, dude, it's never going to happen. These tickets sell out months in advance, right?
Call it an act of God or just good luck. Rain in the forecast moved the event inside.
Well, somehow we got some strings pulled and were able to get in there and had the tickets. It was like the biggest surprise. It was like waking up to a Christmas gift on Christmas morning.
The stars started to align. And if anyone knows where to be, it's Father Maher.
I mean, we sort of got lucky this time, and we were in the right place at the right time.
This is crazy. I mean, it was like this long-awaited thing. He's coming down the aisle. It's dramatic. My heart was racing because how many people really get to see the Pope? It's a privilege that I say was able to do that.
We're from Chicago, Pope Leo!
And we started screaming, Chicago, Chicago, to get his attention, which I guess is a white lie because I'm not actually from Chicago, so I guess I lied to the Pope, but that's okay.
And then time stopped. The focus on Nick and the Marquette students.
He got his attention. He was going side to side, and he didn't have to stop by us. He did. He shook my hand and a couple other guys' hands in the group, and he said, "Go Marquette," and gave us a thumbs up. And it was like, wow, that's, it was unbelievable.
A moment where this student's education came to life on the trip led by Father Maher, who was able to pass along his Pope encounters with the students.
What is the purpose of an education? And an education is to understand what is beautiful and to acquire the skills to duplicate it.
Today, it's just a picture.
It's a good printout.
But it is full of emotions.
I never really saw the expression on my face. I was like, why am I doing this? Like, why wouldn't I just smiling and being normal? But I think not just me, but you see all the other people and the joy in their faces and the surprise and the shock element. Man, it's just, I'm trying to find the word here.
Only one word can describe it.
It was unreal. It was absolutely unreal. And it takes me back to that moment. I was starstruck. I couldn't even believe it.
An unreal moment that captures the life of an everyday college student, learning new things with friends, but this time, thousands of miles from campus.
And doing all the things that we do here on campus together, and then being able to have that experience. They say You're good friends with somebody when you know them here, but when you meet the Pope with somebody, then you're friends for life.
Thanks for watching this CBS 58 Sunday Morning Story. Subscribe here and make sure to tune in to CBS 58 every Sunday morning to see more uplifting stories like this. And check out our other playlists on YouTube. You'll find everything from Everyday Heroes to our CBS 58 Hometown series on CBS 58.